What's up, people? This L. I'm coming on to give y'all a dream I just had today. Um, so I'm gonna just jump right into it. I know you haven't seen me for a while. It's because I said to myself, I'm not just gonna come on and make videos for no reason. I haven't fell off the faith. I've been pushing on strong, stronger than I've ever been, to tell you the truth. So I just said I'm not gonna just make videos for no reason. So a dream came on significant enough for me to make a video about it. So I had a dream today, actually, not too long ago after I came home from work and I went to sleep. I had a dream that I saw Mike Tyson and he was strapped to a chair and there was a big TV screen above him with some rapper's face on it. I forget what rapper it was, but it's like I felt like I should have knew him. It looked like a person like Future or something like that. And I don't know if he was watching a procedure, but he was strapped to a chair and some guys came in to give him a vac to vax him again, like what happened with COVID. And before they could, he broke off the chair and he knocked them out and escaped the facility. And that's what happened with him. So it came my turn to get vaxxed, and I felt like I could do the same thing. Some way I got up out the chair because it's like they strap you to the chair, then the people come and then they give you the shot. So I got up out the chair, and it's like I could see them through my mind's eye behind the door, approaching the door, so they could come in and give me the vac. And when the door opened, it's like I'm standing right at the door. So when the door opened, I'm right there. So that's what happened. When the door opened, I'm right there. So I grabbed the guy's hand who had the syringe in his hand. So now I got his hand with the syringe like this. But I was too nice. I wasn't like Mike Tyson. I didn't get violent. I just was trying to talk to him. So he just turned his wrist and stuck me in the top of my hand with the syringe and pushed some of the stuff into me. So I'm like, oh. And then, boom, he hit me in my chest with it. I'm like, oh. And then I fell to the floor. And now I'm complaining and thinking all this stuff in my mind. Like, they got me. Because I really did not want to receive whatever they was giving people in a dream. So this is like my third dream like this. So something is going to happen to whereas they're going to start trying to push the same agenda they did during COVID. They're going to mandate us getting something put in us. So that's what this is symbolic to, because dreams are symbolic to certain things. And I've been in an area that is like a mall/dungeon area for the past 4 days in these dreams. And I'm still there. I just had a dream where I was still there. Like I said, the other 3 dreams wasn't significant enough for me to come on. This is just one of them. But being that I'm on, why not oblige y'all with the others? So another dream I had, I think this was like yesterday. I believe it was yesterday night. I had a dream that I'm walking around this mall with my mom, and it's like my mom owns the whole wall. Remind you, my mom, if you watch my videos, usually represents God in my dreams, but she has something has taken on her image that wasn't of God too, but you could tell the difference. So she owns the mall. The mall usually represents the world in dreams. A mall, and in my dreams it usually represents the world, I realize. So it's like she owns it. But I wind up in a cell in this dream. I wind up in a cell. It's like I can't go home. I'm locked up. And I'm in a cell for some reason. I don't know why. And it's in like a dungeon area. It's like in a dungeon area where there's rocks and there's like an old school. If you ever watched Game of Thrones, it's like one of those dungeon areas or one of those, any movie like that. If you ever seen a dungeon area, it's like resembles these type of dungeon areas. So I'm in a cell there. And the warden who ran this jail area, which was within the mall, was a woman also. And she had 2 daughters. And one of her daughters she had transformed into a monkey. And through some procedure, however she did it, she transformed her daughter into an animal, an ape in a dream, or a monkey. It was a monkey. And she had her 2 cells down from me. And in a dream, in my mind, I knew she did that for something. You know how dreams let you know things. She did that to her daughter because her daughter was rebellious and she wanted her daughter to listen to her and to be under her authority. And I guess her daughter kept fighting against that, so she had that done to her daughter and stuck her 2 cells down from me. So in the dream, I was so hurt by that. So I started yelling through my cell and complaining. Now there's other people here. I'm complaining, talking about her, saying, why did you do that to her, stuff like that. So I guess the warden, the lady, she got mad. And she sent a group of guys to my cell, and they beat me up, they assaulted me, and all of this stuff. And it's like, I forget, it's more happened to the dream, but that's vague, so I'm not gonna say that. But they assaulted me. Not like sexual or anything. They assaulted me like physically. They physically beat me up. And then it's like I left the jail. Somehow I got to leave the jail, and I went to who was higher than her, and I complained to who was higher than her. And then I was back in the cell. After I left, I complained, and it's like I came back to the cell. Who does that, right? We're free. So now I'm back inside the cell again, and she sends a group of guys to my cell to really beat me up for going to tell on her. And one of these guys had boots high up to his knees, and I knew that was his stomper nigga boots. That's what it was. There was a stomper dude boots, you want to call it that. And they all was black, African American. Everybody was in the dream was black. The warden, of course my mom, the guys who came to beat on me, they all was my color, around my shades of color of brown, because we are brown, we are not black. That is kind of a derogatory word to me. White and black, nobody's these colors. But anyway, that's a whole nother topic. Well, they came in my cell, and then they beat me up bad in the dream. I'm looking at it. I didn't feel nothing though. They was beating on me. The dude was stomping on me. He was literally with 2 feet jumping up and down on me like a trampoline. And I'm looking at them beating the dust out of me. And I remember being defiant even while they was beating on me. I didn't stop complaining. Even when they left, I was complaining. And I knew that I was in for a long stay at this place, or that they would probably, off me in this place. When I woke up, I woke up while thinking those thoughts. So that's the second dream I had in this place that I'm telling y'all. And before that, which is weird, it's like I've been going back and forth. I had a dream that I walked into this room within this dungeon like area, and I had a guy hanging from his feet, and he was a Caucasian guy. He was hanging from his feet by a chain in a dungeon looking area, and we was trying to crush his skull, but his skull was hard to crack. It wasn't easy, and we tried everything to crush his skull, but he was yelling, and he'll go from looking like a human to looking like a skeletal being, and then back to looking like a human. He was a demon. We had a demon on a chain. I don't know how we caught the demon. I didn't get to see that, and if I did, I forgot that part. But we had the demon on the chain, and me and the person was trying to figure out how to crack his skull. And we tried everything in the dream. It seemed like a saw didn't work, or hitting his head with hammers didn't work. We tried so many different things. So then the person I was with, they went to go look for something so we could try a different method. And what came to my mind is that there was a rock. The rocks that was around us, where he was hanging, was there, and he's yelling, looking all evil. So I grabbed his head and I just start pushing his head into the rocks, as hard as I can. And I saw vividly his skull, like how you see my face right here. I saw his skull, like if I had no flesh on it. And I saw it split from the crown all the way down the middle even. I split his head vertically in a dream. And I woke up. I woke up from that dream. So that's that one. And then another dream I had, like the first one like this. This was like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, something like that. I had another one, but I'm not going to tell y'all that one because it's just too weird. Even though it does make sense, but it's still weird. So I'm not going to get into that one. I'm going to just give y'all these from the same area. So I had a dream that we in this mall, and no matter where we went in the mall was no escape. We took elevators that led to steps, steps that led to elevators, chutes that went down. No matter where we went and no matter what we did, we could not get out the mall. And it's like everyone wanted to get out the mall. Like I said, the mall usually represents the world in my dreams. And it's like people were looking for ways out. And it's crazy because the other day I prayed about all these different preachers, pastors, and all these different religions and denominations. And you know, that's what this dream felt like. That everybody looking for a way out, but all these ways lead to nowhere. So in this dream, that's what's going on. We looking for a way out everywhere, and it's like a big mall. You can go many places. There's so many places to go, but it was no way out. We was trapped. Then I came to this room that looked like a slide room, like a room, like the slides that you slide down on in the park. It was like that, but it was one big, gigantic slide, and it was wide, and so many of us was there, and we had stuffed monkeys. That monkey thing again. I don't know what that means, but it's significant. We had stuffed monkeys, and we was sliding on the stuffed monkeys. We were sliding on them, but the slide was leading to nowhere. Even the slide was leading to a narrower place. It looked like it would squeeze us in and kill us if we didn't find a way off the slide. Some people got off the slide one way. Other people kept going. I don't know what happened to them. I slid off the side, so I didn't go all the way. Next thing you know, I end up in the room, and everybody's like having a conference on how to get out. And these two twins came, and it was like, we know a way out. We found the door. We know the way out. And then everybody looking at them like, okay, so where? And they walked behind a sheet that was hanging. A big sheet was hanging, and they walked behind that sheet, and they disappeared. They disappeared. When we moved the sheet, or I went behind the sheet, they were gone. And behind the sheet was a horizontal door. The door was like a slim horizontal door in the dream. So I'm thinking, they must have disappeared beyond that horizontal door. Like they must have squeezed their way through there. And I'm thinking that, and I'm looking at the door, but before I get to go and investigate for myself, I wake up. So I'm taking it, them people did get out, because it says the way is narrow. You know, the way is narrow that leads out. And behind the sheet is like behind the veil, is like on the other side. It's like going to the spiritual side when you go beyond that sheet. See, we was looking for ways out in the physical, but when they went behind that sheet, it's like stepping into the spiritual. And they found a way out that way. And that's what we're gonna have to do, people. We're gonna have to find a way out, the way out. The way is narrow, it's not wide. That's why Jesus has to be the way, because he said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except by me, because he is the doorway. And many people don't want to take that doorway because the rules. Everything has rules, even Satan has rules, but Satan's rules seem better, but they're not, you know. His way seems more fun, but it's not, because the things that come with following him is destruction. He don't have no life to give nobody. The only thing Satan got to offer anyone is hell. Literally on earth, and after you die, literally fire, hellfire. He has no life to offer you, because everything he gets you into is leading to your physical destruction. While you think you want to have fun, you want to drink, you're going to wind up having liver cirrhosis. You want to be a whore, you're going to wind up having all these kids, or you want to wind up catching something. Or you having fun going out doing crazy things all the time. You might end up in the arms of a killer, or you might end up, into something that's going to be very destructive to you. There's no happiness at the end of none of his roads. Even though it's fun in his roads, but there's no happiness at the end of his roads. So no matter which way you go, you're gonna have to pick your poison. And that's what it is. So I just gave these dreams really just to tell y'all about the dream with the vat thing coming down again, and it seemed very real. It seemed like, and I already had 3 other dreams like this recently, since COVID, like after COVID, that something new was coming. Actually, around COVID time, I had a dream something new was coming. Then if you go back in my videos, I'm not doing all that. I made videos about so many different things that the Lord has showed me. Go look at those, because I've said these things already. All this stuff is rolling down. And then with the lady turning her daughter into a monkey, I believe when you putting this stuff in people, it says, as the days of Noah, so shall it be again here. They was playing with DNA altering stuff even back then, so now these things are back. So to make her daughter compliant, she did something to her daughter. I think the monkey was just symbolism for that. Or maybe they doing something with monkeys. You remember that they say COVID had something to do with a rhesus monkey or something like that, or whatever. So you don't know. Maybe they testing something, and usually they test stuff on monkeys, and the sliding down on the monkeys probably was symbolic of all of this too. That these ways that they doing is going to lead to nowhere. Who knows? I'm just speculating. If anyone see something different in these dreams, or they got their own interpretation, feel free to give your opinion, because I don't mind. I actually like to hear different opinions. I'm only human and I'm only one person. And a lot of times I get dreams, I don't understand it fully. I have to wake up and I pray for understanding. I get my understanding still, but maybe the true understanding may come from someone else. Well, I love you all. God bless you in Jesus' name. I know I haven't been on long, but I'm not going to be jumping on here making videos for no reason anymore. If it's something very important I feel like I need to make a video for, then I will. So God bless you all. Jesus loves you. Yeshua HaMashiach loves you. Yahuwah loves you. And this is what it is. Serve him, praise him. He is the only true God. There's no other God. There's no other roads. All right, I know that for a fact. Every other way is demonic. It's demonic. You go through a lot of spiritual warfare to get free from these demonic spirits. So every time you go back to smoking, drinking, and living them type of lives, every time you do that, you're going to have a gang of things jumping back on you. And then when you start praying, you're going to have to go through an intense war to get free from them. This stuff is real. And this is why people don't want to follow God. They rather sit with them instead of getting free from them. Because it's much easier to sit with them. They don't bother you when you're doing the wrong thing. When you're under their control, they leave you alone. They really don't. But you think they leave you alone. You got more of a feeling like they leave you alone. When you break free from them, the war is on. That's the way it goes. Well, I'm not going to keep on. God bless you all. Thanks for listening, whoever did.